Welcome. My name's Cheryl Gordon and I'm a yoga teacher and a certified yoga therapist. Today let's talk about mindful eating. So when's the last time you ate a bag of Doritos or chips and you got to the bottom of it and you thought, oh, how did that happen? I was just going to have a little handful, for a treat. And afterwards you feel guilt or recriminations from indulging so deeply. And it happens to all of us. And that's why we really need to talk about mindful eating. But first, let's talk about how the body decides when it's time to eat and how the body decides when it's full. So there are some hormones that help the body decide that it's time to search out fuel. Well, the primary one is called ghrelin, and it's produced in 3 different areas of your brain. And principally it comes from the mesolimbic part of the brain, the part of the brain that's associated with reward. So when we eat a particularly pleasing food, the brain is very happy and we get that satisfied sensation. So we're driven to seek out fuel. But sometimes the ghrelin hormone continues a lot longer than what we really need it to in order to sustain the real fuel needs of the body. So there's another hormone that actually was only discovered in 1999, so we haven't had much time to research it, but it's called leptin, and it's designed to help us put on the brakes when we've had enough food. See, the thing is, though, is that leptin is sometimes not produced until about 20 minutes into our eating experience. And I don't know about you, but a lot of times I'm at the end of my burger and fries or the end of that bag of Doritos long before 20 minutes has elapsed. So I'm continuing to eat past the point that I really needed to, but I'm not really cognizant of that. So we'd like to learn a little bit more about what mindful eating means. It means slowing things down. You see, we have sensations all the time as part of our human experience. So if you wanted to, we could picture this need to eat Doritos as a wave of sensation. So it starts over here, and I start to sense that I'm a little bit hungry or like a snack, and the craving to eat the Doritos builds and builds and builds and builds and builds up to a peak. Now, along this rise up this wave of craving for Doritos, I could do a number of different things, but eventually the craving is going to peak and the craving for the Doritos is going to become very, very strong. But if nothing else happens, if no other action is taken, the craving will subside. All sensations come and go all day long in our human experience. So if I'm allowed or if I'm encouraged to ride that entire wave of sensation all the way through, I might not end up jumping off it to go eat the Doritos. Sometimes we need some tools to help us carry over the strong sensation of the wave. So sometimes we might have to do a few deep breaths, we might have to call a friend for a little bit of support, we might have to substitute a healthier snack rather than Doritos. But basically this is the starting point of mindful eating. Then we can start applying our mindful eating techniques to everything that we put into our mouths. You can create a little bit of an event when it's time to eat, rather than sitting in front of the TV or beside the computer or eating mindlessly and wondering how you got to the bottom of the bag. You could create a little bit of a place setting at your table. You could put napkins down. You could create a bit of an event. Many people have found that when they adopt a slower, more mindful way of eating, that they actually end up consuming less food, but feeling equally or even more satisfied because they've had a richer, more satisfying experience at that meal. They've tasted it, they've smelt it, they've listened to it, they've appreciated maybe where that food was made or how it got onto their plate. So there's nothing to say that you can't have your favorite foods, that you can't really enjoy your food. But if you can't remember how you got to the bottom of the chips, are you really enjoying it? Thank you very much for your kind attention. I hope that this information has been helpful. Please comment or ask any questions if there's anything else you'd like to know about mindful eating. Namaste.